Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you a review on the new blush and bronzer duos from Cover FX. They just released 8 shades of these duos. I have all 8 shades, so I'm going to swatch them all for you guys, show you how I apply some of them, and let you guys know my favorites. So if you guys want to know everything about the new blush and bronzer duos from Cover FX, then just keep on watching. Alright, so here is what the duos look like. All of the packaging of all of them are exactly the same. So these retail for $38 and they're available on the Cover FX website. They're going to be available online at Ulta on April 28th and then online at Sephora April 30th, so you will be able to shop them during the VIB sale, and then they're going to come in stores during May, but at least you can still shop online during the VIB sale. They are kind of pricey for $38, but you do get a lot of product in here. It's basically a full-size blush and a full-size highlighter. You get 0.51 ounces of product in case you're curious, and then you also get a good size mirror. This just like stands up on its own too, so the packaging's really practical, and each of these are all monochromatic, so you get a blush and a like shimmer, basically like a blush topper. So the bronzers look the same as well, a matte and a shimmer that complement each other. I really like to mix them together, but of course you could wear them all separately. You could wear the blushes all separately, just do the matte or just do the shimmer. So we're gonna get into swatches of all the shades, and I'll insert some close-ups as well. So we're gonna start off with a bronzer. That's my favorite. This is in the shade Sunkissed Bronze. This is the lighter of the two bronzers. Of course we have a matte and a shimmer. The formula of all of 8 of these products, the blushes and the bronzers, super creamy, super pigmented, very buttery. It really reminds me of kind of like the Buxom primer infused blushes, because it's just a very creamy, melt in your skin kind of formula. And then the shimmer is definitely more of a satin finish. It's not so much like a highlighter formula where it's gonna look like you applied highlighter all over your face. It's definitely gonna give you more of like a sun-kissed, more natural glow to your skin, but it definitely has that shimmer reflect to it. I love mixing both of these shades together. I love shimmery bronzers, so every time that I've applied this, I just mix both together. That's what I'm wearing all over my face today, and it just gives you a little bit of a subtle glow without looking like really shimmery. And then of course you could just wear each of these on their own as well. Even if you just wear the shimmer on its own, like I've done the matte and then the shimmer on top, it doesn't look like you put a really deep highlighter all over. So that's what I really like about that. That's my favorite of the 2 bronzers. It's definitely a bit lighter. And then next I have 2 blush favorites. So this one is in the shade Warm Honey. This is the blush that I'm wearing today. I'm wearing both of these. It's more of like a terracotta kind of blush, and then the highlight is more of like a peachy mauvey shade. So that is what I'm wearing as my blush today. It definitely is very, very pigmented. Like you can definitely build these up to be very intense if you want to, or you could just apply a little bit more for like a more subtle look. And if you apply more of the shimmer, it's gonna like tone down the color as well. But the blushes are super pigmented. So Warm Honey is definitely one of my favorites. I think if you have more of like a medium complexion, you would really like that. If you have a lighter complexion, it's probably gonna be a little bit deeper. If you do have a lighter complexion, I actually think this would be flattering on any skin tone, because these are very pigmented and they actually show up. The shade Soft Peach is another favorite as well. This is peach, but it's more of like a nude peach. It's gonna be the one that's the most neutral out of all of the blushes. Soft Peach is the one I'm gonna be using the most. It's the one I've been reaching for the most since I got these blushes. And these are the 2 shades in this palette. I'm wearing the shimmer as a highlighter today, and I just used the setting spray from Cover FX to spray my brush so that the highlight could be a little bit more pigmented, because on its own it's definitely more of like a really subtle highlight. So if you want to wear these as a highlight, definitely spray your brush to get that more highlighted pigmented effect. And then next up we have the shade Pink Dalia. This is super pink. This is a true pink, like medium tone pink color. If you like pink blushes, I think you would really like this, especially if you have a lighter complexion or a cool tone complexion. I think you would really like this. Then next up we have the shade Mohave Mauve. This is definitely a purpley pink, so this is a kind of pink that I like to prefer to wear. Definitely something more cool tone, a little bit deeper. If you like mauves, you like kind of purple but still in that pink family, check out this shade. Definitely pretty bold. Like you can see these are very pigmented, so you just want to apply them lightly. pretty if you want to do like more of a subtle look, but you can definitely build all of these up. And then next we have the deeper bronzer. This is in the shade Suntan Bronze. This one's actually a little bit more warm than Sunkissed Bronze, and the highlight in here is so pretty. I feel like the shimmer part is going to be such a gorgeous eyeshadow as well. That's what I really like about these, that with the two shades you can wear them basically on your whole face. So that is the deeper bronzer. I just love that shimmer. It's super pretty, and I could wear like both of these as an eyeshadow for sure as well. Next up we have a warm tone deeper shade. This is Spice Cinnamon. This is so pretty. I feel like this is going to be a gorgeous fall blush. Of course it's super pigmented, but I feel like just like very subtle on the skin with a lot of bronzer. It's gonna be so pretty with like orange makeup, copper makeup for sure. I think if you have a deeper complexion, you would really like this, or like a tan complexion, because it is a little bit of a deeper blush. And then lastly, we have Sweet Mulberry, and this is something I don't plan on wearing as a blush. I just don't see this working out for me as a blush. This is something I would wear specifically as an eyeshadow. These are super cool tone purple. I feel like this is gonna be so like grungy makeup, kind of like where you wear like a really vampy lip and like silver eyeshadow or something. I feel like that would look really cool, but for me as a blush, I don't think that this would flatter my complexion. I feel like this is too deep, but I would definitely wear both of these as an eyeshadow. This is the darkest of all of the palettes for sure. Alright guys, so those are all 8 of the blush and bronzer duos. The ones that I've been reaching for the most are definitely the bronzer in Sunkissed Bronze. This is like my perfect bronzer shade, and mixing these together, I love that. And also like you can kind of customize how shimmery you want it to look depending on the rest of your makeup. And then my favorite blush is gonna be the neutral one. It's gonna be Soft Peach. I love peach blushes for summer, and this is definitely more of a subtle peach. It's not something like Benefit Coralista that's more of like a pinky peach. This is more of a nude peach. So if you like very neutral blushes, check out Soft Peach. Those are my favorites for sure. And then you can wear these in different ways as like eyeshadows, highlighters as well. But those are all 8 of the palettes from Cover FX. Let me know if you guys plan on purchasing any. I'm glad that they are going to be available at Sephora, at least online, during part of the VIB sale for sure. So you get them at a discount if you do want to wait a couple days until the VIB sale. But that is everything for today's video. If you guys liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.